she's kind of doing a Fetterman thing there, which is, I'm sort of shocked that he hasn't started just wearing like, I guess his dedication to shorts sort of precludes it, but like him wearing big ass, obviously Cookie Monster or even like Flamin' Hot Cheetos style, sort of jammy bottoms around with a big ass hoodie, like a really soft hoodie. And he's just kind of like wandering up and down cookie aisles at Walmart. Like, I feel like she could be that guy's sister or something, like John Fetterman's sister.
I mean, like, no, that's the thing. This is like, obviously America, Mark Bar America. That's the slogan of this program. Other entities stole it from us.
Yes.
Certain countries.
Margarita Bar America.
But the great thing about America is that you could be anything. And like in most towns in America, that's like a common law marriage. Nancy Mace and John Fetterman. Like a couple where the man has like a 30 IQ and he's just like her Hodor that runs into like like gas station managers and like Best Buy loss prevention guys that she's antagonized because they immediately those become enemies when she's on screen. She immediately just starts arguing with them. Did you look in my fucking purse? And Fetterman Hodor just runs at them. And lower socially immobile Nancy Mace has a mixed race kid that she calls racial slurs. That is not Hodor Fetterman's, but he's always takes really like Dutch angle selfies with the kid and he's like, my bride and joy. But because America is so great, John Fetterman's dad, like an insurance executive, was able to birth a Fetterman Hodor, and he became a senator. And his Cookie Monster pajama, gas station manager antagonizing wife from another life became a U.S. rep and the most alarming looking person in the world.
His birth weight must have been enormous. Fetterman. I mean, he had to come out. He had to come out like a prize tomato or something you see at a county fair. I mean, it's because I mean, the human body is amazing. Obviously, we're talking about Nancy Mace. We're talking about John Fetterman here. I mean, with him coming out of that's crazy. That at one point Fetterman was just feet first, one at a time, coming out of one of those things. And plopping out, and it's just crazy. His mother must have been drinking like some crazy concoctions to get him that big.
Oh my god!
He tried to go back immediately. His first words were, "I don't want to be here."
They were fucking asked for this.
They were probably giving Fetterman's mom like human like replacement plasma in Gatorade bottles with fentanyl mixed in.
I'm trying to figure out his wife's height. But it can't be. Oh no, I looked up. Oh, she's so much shorter than him.
Yeah, they're not in the same weight class.
Yeah, no, not at all. Jesus. Oh, he's so much slimmer here. I've been doing a lot of messing around with like using pictures of him to animate and stuff to learn how to learn new technologies.
Oh, I have like. Are you gonna have a Fetterman AI sex doll?
It's. I mean, yeah, I guess you could call it that. But like, I mean. I can just make him like the power is incredible. I think it's maybe not legal to put it on the internet or anything, but the things that I can do to Fetterman, the things that I do to Fetterman in my own time are it's out of control. It's legal too. I mean, technically, I don't know if it's legal to put it out there, but it's legal to make John Fetterman AI porn, and it doesn't even cost that. Once you know what you're doing, you can do it for like $5. You can make him do anything.
Felix, this goes back to our AI, like a torturing John Candy and AI for eternity. Now you can just do that to John Fetterman.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. But Brace, are you just like taking like, Lex Steele scenes and putting John Fetterman in? Or are you creating entirely new sexual acts and unions?
I'm creating entirely new sexual acts and unions using John Fetterman's body as a canvas. It's because you can do anything, and it's kind of
your body is a blunderland.
I actually don't know how to. I actually don't really know how to do the other stuff, but I gotten pretty good at. I do this to people, men only, in case any people out there are gonna write a letter or something. The people I don't like, and so I kind of have like a lot of megabytes or whatever of kind of my enemies doing things to themselves and to other people. And I'm just doing this so I can learn the technology, but Fetterman has been, because nobody is looking like that. You know what I mean? Like
No.
it can't mix it up with anybody else. And obviously, like once I saw those Down syndrome porno, like Instagram ads, I was like, well, I mean, I got to go one step further. And yeah, my Fetterman collection, which maybe I should start charging people for, or like, like a sort of private thing that I lend out, like a USB stick or something like that, is I think probably going to reach a terabyte by the end of the year.
Brace, you should do the thing that the like the Israeli military and consulates do, where like no one else can see the October 7th movie that they say is so powerful and amazing, and it's such an important document that you, like, no one can see it unless they screen it for you. You should do that, like have a screening of the AI generated Fetterman sex acts held at the Israeli consulate in Manhattan.
It's a really good idea. I'm also realizing I could use my 45 minutes of Amy Schumer October 7th material on John Fetterman too, because the jokes pretty much work like that as well.
What if you like went to Israel and they're like, okay, we're showing you, you're an important enough guest to see the October 7th movie that like is too fucked up to show anyone, and they turn it on and it's just like Three Stooges but with Sinwar's face over like the meanest one.
It's just obviously obviously like,
and you're like, what? So he bonked you over the head? Like what? And he's like, they're like, no, well, watch what happens when we tried to move a safe with him.
Felix, they blow up one of the walls or checkpoints surrounding Gaza, and then 3 Qassam fighters try to go through the hole at the same time and get stuck.
They have to get him out with a plunger. I mean,
they can't even take the wealthy dowager hostage.
Brace, I do think that you should be careful with your like Fetterman. It's not really revenge porn because like you weren't in a relationship that I know of.
I don't know, but it was nothing official.
Right. But I like the new cultural current. I mean, I've had, I think we have like 6 months left where you could still get a lot of likes by going on Twitter and be like, actually, not a lot of people say this, but I'd rather work outside with my hands than work in an office.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think in small town is more interesting than a big city.
I'd much rather
I would rather go to a firing range than a fucking wheelwalk. That's amazing.
I'd much rather be gassing pets at a kill shelter than making small talk with my coworkers.
Yeah. We have 6 more months of that. But part of this cultural current is I like to see what songs are big on iTunes and are generally big in the conservative sphere. And they love that song by that Christian rapper whose name is like Dax. Called
Never heard of it.
It's fire. It's called No, I thought I was like, okay.
Hey, ladies, just so you're wondering, this is what it feels like for a man.
Well, I turned it on because it was like, okay, I'm trying out a smaller inseam at Equinox today, and I'd like to get a little blood flowing down there before I go, But instead, it's this weepy song that it's like, when you're a man, nobody knows how bad you feel, and then you hold it in and you die.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a lot of stuff about, no one cares when men are sexually harassed. All those like sort of like older trad e-girls are like, I just want to say, today, gentle reminder that the men in your life could use a pat on the back, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So when you do release your Fetterman porn collection, he's going to have a big thing. He's going to hire the male conservative Gloria Allred and be like, I was they objectify me. I'm not really an object most of the time.
If John Fetterman wants to accuse me or cancel me of sexually harassing him using art, which is illegal, then by all means, Mr. Fetterman,
Brace,
we'll take this to the highest court in the land.
As you're saying this, I was wondering, Brace, do you have any plans to? Are you traveling abroad anytime soon?
You mean, am I going to Israel, Will?
No, I mean, are you leaving like the United States for any reason anytime soon?
I don't believe so. Oh, I should have it on my phone.
Oh, well, yes, that's what I was saying. So that when you come back into the United States, and under our new big beautiful country, they go through your phone or they start quizzing you about your political beliefs, and they're like, you have to unlock your phone or else you're going to El Salvador, and you're like, gotcha. And they open up your photo album, and it's like a terabyte of AI generated images of John Fetterman teabagging.
Or John Fetterman using a trebuchet to suck his own cock.
And I would love it if like the customs or border patrol agent was just like, the question would have to be like, is this pro or anti John Fetterman? Is this pro America or not? Because you can make an argument that like you love him so much that you need to create images of him being launched from a catapult into another man's asshole.
Yep. And there's a lot of sort of spelunking kind of pictures.